Welcome to this Kubernetes and CKAD tips number 12. And this time we will talk about job. So let's see what is the structure of the job in the Kubernetes object hierarchy. To do that, let me try to draw something for you in the screen. So in the Kubernetes world, you always start with the smallest object, that is pod, which basically holds your container, right? So inside a pod, you have a container, and then this pod can either be created itself using run command, or you can use deployment to create this pod. Another way of creating a pod is by wrapping it around a job. So think of it as a one-time activity. If you create a job, pod starts, the job is complete, the pod is complete, right? So that's a kind of single type of work. So you basically print something or do something, and then your job is done. So that's a kind of mode. You typically create a pod together with a job. So job comes with a pod template, and then inside that pod template, you define the pod with the container information. So we'll see how we can do that from the command prompt. So let's switch to here. And then the kubectl, which is aliased as k here, k create job can be created using k create j. That's a job, so job job, and then the name of the job is my j. Let's put it that way. And then you say image. If you do give an image name, and then you, let's say, sleep that image for 30 seconds. Let's sleep that image for 30 seconds. The job is created. Now, if you say k get all, you'll see that there is a problem with the image name. So let me delete job my j. Okay, and then the image name is not busy, it's actually busy box. So I'll put that as a busy box. And if I say get all, you can see that the job is not yet completed, right? It is running for about 4 seconds now. We know 30 seconds it will run. So okay, get pod, and we'll run it in watch mode, and it's almost over. So after 30 seconds, the container will go in a different state. You can see that it terminated and it went into a completed state. That means the job is done. So my work is over. So the container is now in a completed mode, right? So you can easily see the status change, right? So just one more time, I wanted you to experience that. So let me delete the my job and run it. So which will sleep for, let's increase that to 45 seconds. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you k get pod in a watch mode. So you can see that it is running for 14 seconds. After 45 seconds, this will be completed. So you will see that the job, right now we do not have more than one container. So status will change from running to completed. It will not terminate. So terminating, which you were seeing earlier, was from another container, which was from another pod, which was from another job, which I deleted earlier. Now you can see that it switched immediately to completed. There is no terminating. It's not going to terminate, right? So that's why I wanted to have that demo another time to have you an experience. Now, if I want to come out, and then show you the generated YAML file for this job. So if I say get job, my job, and output YAML, that basically will show me the generated YAML file, which I can also use to run the container or create the object. So it basically has got an API version v1 batch, and you can see the job kind. And if you go to the spec section, you see that there is a template in that spec. And in that template, this is a pod template basically. I basically need a pod metadata information and a spec which contains the container. That's a pod template, right? So you basically, when you create a pod, you create a container, and then you define the arguments over here, including the image, etc. So you get to see that the job basically controls the pod creation, right? So if you ask this job to run again and again, it will create the container again and again. And we have a dedicated job type doing the similar thing. That's cron job, which we'll talk about later, right? So with this, thank you. And yep, so we'll just pause.